American and Pacific Islander heritage month. And we are very excited today to learn and appreciate Chinese dance from different ethnic groups with Dr. Zheng. Dr. Hui-Qiang Zheng is an instructor of Chinese in the Department of Asian and Slavic Language at the University of Iowa. She has been an amateur dancer since childhood. She appreciates minority dances and was trained by dance academy professionals in different types of minority dances. She's familiar with different types of classical and minority dances and has several years of experience creating Chinese folk dance choreography. Her teachings of Chinese folk dances and Tai Chi classes have been covered by several news channels. Dr. Zheng moved from Bowling Green, Kentucky to Iowa City in 2019. Dr. Zheng will start a new course named Introduction to Chinese Minorities and Folk Dances at the University of Iowa this fall semester. Welcome, Dr. Zheng, and welcome to the Iowa City community.
Thank you, Yu, for your introduction. Hello, my name is Hui-Qiang Zheng. I work in the Department of Asian and Slavic Languages and Literature at the University of Iowa. I began working here in 2019. So in our department, we teach Chinese, Russian, Korean, and Japanese and the sign languages. I teach Chinese. The title of my presentation today is Chinese Folk Dances. My outline will be in 3 parts. First, introduction to Chinese ethnic group. Second, demographics and the distribution of minority groups in China. The distribution pattern has evolved through China's long history of development as ethnic groups migrated and assimilated from other areas in Asia. So the third topic I'm going to cover is cultures and the different dance characteristics in the development of folk dances in China. Tibetan dance, Dai dance, Mongolian, Xinjiang dance, and Yange by Han people. First, China has been a united multi-ethnic country since ancient time. So Han is the largest ethnic group in China. In China, they comprise 92% of China's population. 55 minority groups make up the remaining 8% of the population. Of these minority groups, 53 have their own spoken languages and 22 have their own written languages. Each ethnic group has created over time their own costumes, religion, customs, as well as music and dance. And the dance is an art activity composed of various body movements. Dancers communicate specific emotions and intentions to their audience through their rhythmic movements. Through dance, dancers express various emotions like joy, grief, and anger, and they show the audience different regional lifestyles and the subcultures as well. For example, Mongolian dances reflect their horse riding culture, and the dances performed by the Dai minority reflect their life by rivers. Later, I will show you maps, identify these locations, different locations in China. So Chinese demographics, usually when we talk about Chinese, we refer to Han Chinese, which is part of Chinese. According to the Wikipedia website, last updated in 2010, the major minority ethnic groups in China are listed below. So you can see the numbers. Like Zhuang is 16.9 million, and the Uyghur we are going to talk about today is 10 million. and the Tibetan is 6.2 million. The Uyghur, the percentage of Uyghur population is 8.4%, and the population for Tibetan is 6.2 million. The percentage is 5.3%, and the Mongolian is 5.9 million, and which accounts for 2.6%, and the Thai 1.1 million and accounts for 0.6%. So although we have the new census that is conducted in 2020, but no data on minorities group is released. So we use the data from 2010. This map shows you the distribution of Chinese ethnic groups. So there are in total 56. And later we will talk about the Tibetan and the Thai and the Mongolia and the Uyghur. So first, I will now talk about Tibetan. Tibetan is an autonomous region in West China, bordered by Myanmar, Bhutan, and India, and Nepal to the south. It's also called the Xizang Autonomous Region. When considering the land size, it's the second largest division in China after Xinjiang. So the Tibetan minority group lives in Xizang Autonomous Region, Qinghai, and also Sichuan. You can see Sichuan here, and you can see Qinghai here, and the part of Gansu, and the Yunnan, the northern part of Yunnan. What elements makes the costume of Tibetan people unique? They are colors and the style. This reflects their lives in Tibet. Traditional Tibetan clothing for men and women consists of a robe and a shirt. The most basic Tibetan robe worn by men is broad and is normally fastened under the right arm, while the women's clothing are slightly narrower with or without sleeves, or with or without sleeves. The robes often fastened with two cross belts. The shirts are also like fastened on the right. Men's typical wear white shirts with high collars, while women usually wear like various collars with like turned down collars. More than 200 types of costumes have been identified so far, making them outstanding among ethnic groups in China. The clothing is different from district to district, from region to region. Mm-hmm. And when we talk about Tibetan culture, kata is very important. Kata is a type of scarf which is made of silk, but now much more commonly made of cotton and other materials. Tibetan kata are usually white, symbolizing purity and compassion. It is worn and presented on many occasions, including weddings, funerals, graduations, and the arrival or departure of important guests. So when given as a farewell gesture, it symbolizes the hope of a safe journey. So when given to arriving guests, it symbolizes welcome. Again, although the white kata is more common, kata in other colors representing different symbols are also found. For example, blue kata is the color of sky, symbolize wisdom, health, and the loyalty. Red is the color of flame, and green is the color of river, which symbolize like balance. And yellow represents earth. especially used in some religion ceremonies. So I'm going to talk about different types of Tibetan dance. So the first one is zhuo in Tibetan. In other words, we call it guozhuang dance. Guozhuang dance is originated about 500 to 600 years ago. So people dance in a circle. So we also call it circle dance. So there are other types of dance like Tibetan songs and dances. For example, xie, which we call xianzi dance. So yeah, I have a YouTube link here, but since we're recording today, I'm not going to show it, but I will keep it in the reference so you can watch it. And then the third one is the tap dance, which is also called dui xie in Tibetan. So that is famous for its feet movements. The feet are used to kick, tread, leap, or stamp, or swing. So tap dance is also one of like the very old dances. And the number 4 is the Reba dance. So the Reba dance is a composite performance in which bell and drums dances, acrobatics, joketavings, and various kinds of folk dancing are included. According to the research done by Wang in 1985, it was already popular in Qing Dynasty. And the Qing Dynasty is from 1736 to 1912. So which has been popular for hundreds of years. Yeah. And then I'm going to show you a Tibetan dance here. That's part of the, that's a modern dance. And I'm going to show you another one that is more traditional dance. So yeah, usually the costume for Tibet dance are more colorful. So I'm showing you. Yeah, okay, that's part of it. And so the second one, what I'm going to talk about Xinjiang, and then and the dance in Xinjiang. So Xinjiang is called the Western regions in the ancient times. according to research also done by Wang, contacts between China and the Western regions were strengthened after Zhang Qian's visit in 139 BC. So Zhang Qian at that time was sent by the emperor to form the alliance with Western people to stop the northern enemy. Although he was not able to form the alliance, and he did bring back many goods from the people he met, and he also introduced silk to the West. Zhang Qian is often considered to be the father of the Silk Road. As early as 60 BC, the Han Dynasty established administrative jurisdiction over Xinjiang. So, in Xinjiang, right now we can also see, except for Uyghur ethnic group, we also can see 12 other minority groups. This data is released in 2018. Yeah, in Xinjiang, and this is also the area in China you have probably heard about where the issue of re-education and forced labor are being questioned by the United States and other European countries. And this is the picture of that will show you the what Xinjiang costume look like. For men, usually it's white and dark colors with comfortable pants. And the women, they wear a long loose dress with opening robe. Women usually wear more vibrant colors and have a sense of more flamboyant style. They wear a long loose dress. And the opening robe, it will provide them more comforts for dancing. And they also wear a handmade hat that with the exquisite ornament, which is called duoba. Walking outside without a duoba will be considered to be an insult to the heaven. I'm going to show you two dances from Xinjiang. Gently. That is one of the features of Xinjiang dance. And usually the music is very lively. And in Xinjiang dance, they are more like circle movements.
Haydi sensin
And there's another video that is recorded or uploaded in Singapore. It's done by the Uyghur people in Singapore. Yeah. Okay. The third one, I'm going to talk about Mongolian. Mongolian is a nomadic minority in north part of China. After Genghis Khan united the tribes in 13th century, they start to call them like Mongolian. Nowadays, besides Mongolia, they also live in on this map, you can see they also live in Xinjiang and then the Qinghai and the part of Gansu. They live a horse-centered society and the men enjoy wrestling. And the tradition of the wearing for Mongolia is a zhe in Mongolian languages. So which is like portable round tent that covered with skin and felt. Yeah. And this is a picture of Genghis Khan. And the Mongolian costume, because Mongolia is a cold climate, so people wear many layers of clothing. The undergarment is a long sleeve, loose fitting robe that goes all the way down to the floor. And on top is either a long sleeve garment hidden below the waist or a long sleeve garment that slits either on the sides or front back to accommodate horse riding. I'm going to show you the Mongolian dance. And the Mongolian dances emphasize different kinds of like shoulder movements. Okay. Due to the time limit, I only show you part of it, but I will send a link to Dina and Yi, so you can see. Yeah, you can go to and you can watch the whole dance. So just now the dance I show you is one of the typical Mongolian dances that is called Bao dance. In Mongolian, there are Bao dance and the chopstick dances. So Mongolian dance, they use chopstick, balls, and other small handles like wine cups, which are used in daily life. So, and the Bao dance is a kind of like female solo dance, but it was originally performed by males. So because they live in tents in Zhe, so we talked earlier, their their movements are confined to a small area, and the movement of then they move like in half circle around with active movements of arms, but keep their heads and the necks steady, and they move rapidly but smoothly. This is the colonial ritual platform constructed with nature materials such as stones and wicker and trees and turf. The main purpose of Urbo is to worship the heaven, the earth, or the ancestors. So they hope to usher in a year of good weather for the harvest of crops. The the Mongolia dance I show you before we start the talk, that is the celebration after the worship. So for Mongolian, they promote like nature, so trying to find harmony between nature and the man, which is very important in Mongolian culture and also in Chinese culture. And the last group, last minority group I'm going to talk about is Dai minority. The population of Dai minority is 1.1 million. It's comparatively a smaller minority group. First, we will look at the map on the right. It is Yunnan province, which is located. So Dai minority mainly lives in Yunnan province, which is located in southwest of China, borders Myanmar, Laos, and Myanmar, and then also Thailand to the south. It's a tropical area, but humid. But the weather is very humid. And the left map shows well-dyed people distributed in the Yunnan province. The religion for Dai people is Buddhism. And the most important festival for Dai people, maybe you have heard that, is Water Splashing Festival, which is in April every year. And it's a good opportunity for people to make people wet. Some people like it, but others don't. The most commonly used instrument are a drum that is called elephant foot drum. The drum is made in the shape of elephant foot, and another traditional instrument is dyed gourd pipe. Later I will show you the dance with the music. And the traditional Dai villages are mainly located in the area near bamboo forests, which is rivers and the streams. Dai homes are usually built in stilts and are usually square in shape. You can see from this picture. So a few houses are 2-story with the upper story for living space and the bottom floor is used for storage. And the bottom floor often does not have walls. And the Dai clothing. Dai clothing for men are just short shirts and long loose pants. And for women, they wear shorts and the slim skirts, which make them look very elegant and beautiful. Dai minority is one of the most traditional minorities in China. So this is about the this is what type of like very traditional dance. So there are more than 300 repertoires of dances have been passed down, and the peacock dance is also one of them. Yeah, I'm not going to show you the peacock dance today. Yeah, but yeah, you can search like peacock dance by Yang Liping, which is very famous. Then peacock dance is famous for its quick hand movements and swing of shoulders, and also like rich eye expressions imitating the bird peacock. And the last one I'm going to talk about, I'm going to mention is the Han folk dances. In the space of a few years, many folk dances are on the verge of extinction or already no longer dance. So, but thanks to the efforts of numerous dedicated dancers, many dances were reestablished. Dances such as dragon dance, lion dance, carp dance, dread bow, and the Yangge, or the flower drum dance. They are all original. They were originally performed by Han people just for their own entertainment. So now it has been, now they are being they were several hundred years or 1,000 years old. Some of them are kept and still very popular in some areas. I'm done with the presentation on folk dances. And now I would like to promote the class I'm going to teach in the fall, Introduction to Chinese Minority and Folk Dances. And you can see the pictures of some folk dances and the comments from my previous students. They think like learning the Tibetan dance, it was fun, and they feel bonded more with their class.